make sure everything is good. Okay, we're good. We're live. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. How does it get even better? What else is truly possible? Thank you all for being here and for choosing and what is available for us today. Okay. So yesterday we were talking about communication and divine communication. There's also something called divine confrontation. Okay. We are normally, most of us are pretty kind of like terrified of confrontation. We avoid confrontation like the plague. We are afraid of what other people will say, how we'll be judged, how we'll be taken, how will be perceived. And so we oftentimes will not even bother communicating. And then what happens is we close our eyes, we close our hearts, we don't say anything, but we fester and we fester. And this thing happens inside of you when all of a sudden you internalize this anger. And because you can't communicate or you choose not to communicate for whatever reason, you repress and you hold things inside and you hold them very, very deeply. And that is actually, I think I shared with you guys, I am becoming a QHHT quantum healing hypnosis certified trainer. And one of the things that I have become aware of that we talked about today, actually, in my class, is how these energies are actually things. Internalized anger is what creates disease. Okay. And so if we look at diseases that we kind of get into our bodies or diseases that manifest in our bodies, if we look at the symptoms and then we address the symptoms as something that we can say, hey, you know what am I angry about in this part of my body? Right? Then we can create a shift and we can create a true, true, true healing. And we can allow the universe to kind of come in and support us in that. And many of us are in situations in this world where socially we are in opposing points of views. We are in contrasting realities with what is showing up with people, and sometimes we feel like, what's the point if we say anything, because it will fall on deaf ears anyway, it won't make sense to people, whatever. So the answer is not to necessarily create confrontation just for the sake of creating confrontation, because that can also be perceived as war, and that can also create war, right? But it's it is the opportunity for you to find a way for you to express that energy, to get that energy out of your body in any way that you can. And if that means going to the park and screaming your head off, if it means communicating everything that you want to get out of your body to a wall, if it means calling a friend that you trust, that you love, you've got to do it. We can no longer keep these internalized energies inside of us. Okay? And what will it take for us to change this so that we can live freely? We can live freely from this anger that is creating disease and disconnection in our bodies. I wish Albania was here today, because Albania just got trained in this technique called family constellation. It's huge in Latin America, and I know in Mexico there was a lot of family constellation practitioners, and it's one of these things where it's a healing technique where you take on different roles of your family and you actually get to have these beautiful conversations with your family that maybe you wouldn't be able to do with the actual person, but you actually get to do it in a safe environment, and you start to see the connections of it. If that is something that relates to you, if you feel like you need to get some kind of misguided, misdirected energy that you have with your family out so that you don't hold in that anger and that resentment and that fear, then family constellations is something that I definitely would encourage you to look into a little bit more. And of course, our dear Albania, Albania Morrison is now a practitioner, so you can reach out to Albania directly. So let's go ahead and begin our meditation today, releasing and letting go of all anger, all fear, all resentment, all frustration, right? And I want to show you one of the ways that I get rid of anger. I get rid of anger with a technique that we have in Access called fracking. And what we do with fracking is we have all these different numbers, and these different numbers have different vibrations. It has nothing to do with numerology. So uh, don't connect it to numerology. It's just something that we do in Access, and basically it's 1, 2, 3, and you throw the energy 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is for changing the reality, and a 4 is for creating a new one. And so I would invite you all to do it with me today. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, dispelling all anger, fear, resentment of the past. And 4, creating a different reality for the future. What else is truly possible? So let's begin our meditation. Let's close our eyes and find ourselves in our heart. And as we do so, let's just begin today with a deep prayer of gratitude. And with a deep prayer of gratitude, let's say thank you. Thank you to ourselves. Thank you to our lives. Thank you to the creator of all that is, the source, the light, the universe. And thank you for each other. And now let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. And now let's shift our energy to the center of the earth. And as we shift our energy to the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful energy swirling around in the center of the earth. And from this space, let's imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras, and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. And now see yourself in this ball of light. And imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher, and faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up out past Earth's atmosphere, out into outer space, through different planets and galaxies in the Milky Way, and higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light. Some light and some dark, and through those layers into a beautiful golden-like light, through the golden-like light into a jelly-like substance light, and through the jelly-like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the 7th plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. And from here, we will ask for some downloads for the group today. And as a reminder, all you have to do is say yes to receive them. In this meditation, you are in a theta brainwave. And from this place, in this theta brainwave, you have the opportunity to access and tap into the subconscious. As you do so from this space, you can create a new reality for yourself. Our consciousness is creating our reality. So would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to have the Creator's definition of proactive spiritual confrontation. That you know how to, when to, where to, and that it's safe for you to exercise, to share, to communicate in a spiritually spiritual way to confront, and that you can do so, and that you can do so with ease and joy and glory. Would you like to know what it feels like to know that the anger and the fear and the frustration that you're feeling in your heart, that it's okay for you to have these feelings? It's okay. It is the ability for you to know what to do and what to choose with them that will create something different for us all. So, would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to be the space of that energy, to be the space of allowance of yourself wherever you are, no matter what's going on in your body, no matter what feelings you're feeling, but to take those energies and to move them to the next place? So, if you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like to allow your emotions to be a guidance system for you, not a state of being, but a guidance system for you? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to have the courage to be brave? To know that you're worthy of having the courage to be brave. And let me be clear about this: having the courage to be brave doesn't mean jumping into the fire. Okay? If you see a fire in front of you, don't jump into it. Ask. It's like, there are energies in this world, people, places, and situations that will come up in your life that you're going to say, that you're going to want to argue with, or to defy, or to state your point, or have your voice heard. And you know that there is not a vessel to receive that energy and that light. So why would you waste your energy? So, would you like to know what it feels like, and that you are worthy of looking at what is in front of you and knowing what you can create, what the other person can hear in front of you? If you like that, say yes. And to know then how to let go when you know that the person in front of you can't hear what you have to communicate with them. If you'd like that, say yes too. And then also that energy too, where you're like, yeah, but I just have to say something. I just have to get it out. To be willing to know that if that is the case, that you've got to be willing to let go of the outcome, that your point of view is creating your reality. So if somebody else has a different point of view, you cannot create their reality with your point of view. So stop trying. So would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to choose the right words that others can hear? And that you know how to, when to, where to, that it's safe to, and that you are worthy of actually walking away to preserve your own well being. If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to acknowledge the choice of every single word that comes out of our mouth is either from fear or love? What are you choosing? Are you choosing fear, or are you choosing love? This is from Marianne Williams' book, Return to Love, one of my favorite books. And she says, there are really just, at the end of the day, there are two vibrations: fear and love. And every choice that we make, every word that we choose, either is from fear or love. So think about that today. Take that with you into your day to day life and ask, is what I am expressing coming from fear, or is what I am expressing coming from love? And what would it take for me to come from love and to transform my fears into love? And if that sounds a little too hokey, spiritual, bokey, dokey for you, I totally get it, because it did for me too. Just practice it, just try it. Maybe if you can also look at, if that is the The hokey part is it's either fear or it's either love. Try light and heavy. We've talked about this before. What is light is true for you. What is heavy is a lie. Follow your own lightness and your own heaviness, right? Lightness is love. Heaviness is fear. Same thing we're talking about here. Okay. So now let's shift our energy to those who require healing today. And please, let's just imagine these people surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light. Imagine them happy, healthy, safe, and protected. I want to say a very, very extra special healing today and send an extra special healing today to our friend Baba Nayaku. And Baba is in Gambia. He is a part of our community in Gambia, in West Africa. And I'd just like to send him and his family and his community a lot of unconditional love and a lot of healing. Imagine every single cell of his body rejuvenated, restored, happy, healthy, safe, protected, renewed, and his abundance increased, and the opportunities plenty. Blessings to Baba. Let's also please send healing today to Uncle Gary, Mama Linda, happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's please send healing today to Gila, happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's please send healing today to Susie, Carmazina, Ayo, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. To Andrea, happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's also please send healing today to Anat, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. To Ariana, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. Let's also please send healing to Stephanie and Liberacel, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. And let's also please send healing and light to Sarah, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. And let's also please send contributions to Rebecca and to Sean. And let's also please send healing to G, inspiration, source light, magic, to Marcella, and also to Angie. Happy, healthy, safe, and protected. And last but not least, would you guys like to know that you are unconditional love and that you be unconditional love and that unconditional love is your birthright? If you'd like that, say yes. Now let's take our palms and rub our palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Now place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes. Allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. And place your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself. Thank yourself for being here. Thank yourself for choosing. Oh, you're really in the energy today. Thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. And I love you all. Thank you, my love. I love you so, 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 so much. Have an amazing day. And thank you for being here.